All right. I've had a lot of conversations with athletes talking about how music impacts and moves them, moves their performance, their attitude, their mood. And there's three specific stories I'd love to highlight for you that just really shows the impact of music on athletic performance. The first is a former NFL athlete. The guy's a Hall of Famer. He's got one of the most dynamic entrances in all of professional football. And he talked to me about the fact that he would burn CDs back in the day to create his own playlist that got him ready for the game. But it wasn't just about getting hyped up, because he was one of those super high energy guys and he would get all charged up for the game. But if he got hyped up too early, then he'd actually burn out during the game. So for him, it was this controlled state of chaos. And he curated a playlist that enabled him to basically maintain that state of controlled chaos. So when he came out of the tunnel, when he was ready for the game, he was at his peak performance moment. And he was using music back in the day to impact his mood, his emotion, his readiness to perform. He just didn't have something like CHRP to actually track it. And that's a lot of what he was sharing is, had he had CHRP back in the day, it would have made a massive difference on his ability to understand his emotional state, to curate a custom playlist that would have helped him optimize his performance and get ready for the game. I had another great conversation with another NFL strength and conditioning coach. And he was talking about how in his team, the veterans have the ability to play the music they want to play in the weight room and in the locker room. And unfortunately, in this team, the veterans have chosen to play very explicit lyric music. It's music that's not positive. It's very negative in terms of the environment. In fact, it's so negative that a lot of guys in the team they have morals and values and a faith that doesn't align with the music that's being played. So there's constant state of tension in the weight room. They're not performing and optimizing their performance in the weight room and in their training as high as they could be, because the music they're listening to is actually impacting their performance. And so he's excited about CHRP because now he has hard data. He has evidence to show that the music they're listening to is actually harming their optimal performance. And so CHRP is giving them the data and the insights to be able to change that music to something that's more positive, more aligns with their team goals, mission, vision, values, and will help them perform not just in the weight room, but ultimately on the field. The final story is with a college baseball player. The guy is he's super intense. He's one of those white knucklers. He gets up to the plate and he's squeezing the bat as hard as he can. He's all jacked up in that moment, ready to go against the pitcher. The problem is that he gets too jacked up, and his performance has been hindered by that. And one of the things they looked at was actually his walk-up song. He was playing this hard metal, this kind of hype walk-up music, and it was getting him over-energized, overcharged when he would get to the plate. And again, it was impacting his performance. So he did some data analysis and he changed his playlist or his walk-up song to My Girl, a song that is completely out of the norm for him. But what it did is it got him in this state, got him in a mental state of focus, of balance, of clarity. It was in his flow state, and his batting percentage went up 200 points in a very short time after that. So it just shows you the fact that music can impact performance in athletics in multiple levels. It can impact the team. It can impact the individual. It can impact the coaches. It can even impact the fans. And so CHRP gives the athlete, the coach, the sports performance department, even the fans, the insight that they need to perform at their optimal level.
Do you want to do that last little section where your voice kind of...
Am I editing? Yeah. So the thing about CHRP is that it impacts athletes at every level. It's shown that now athletes can have insights into the data. They can have the ability to look at the data and see how music is impacting their mood, their attitude, their performance. It can help them optimize where they're at, get in their ultimate balance and flow state to perform at their peak.